Okay, we are back, and we are we have a fair amount more cash as a posted at the end of our last episode. Sold a bunch of the goods that we got, and now we have like 6 million in cash. We're gonna go ahead and add. Oh,
Okay, everyone, listen up. We've got reports of increased Xenon
so we just
activity in
went to
Saturn's
Getsufune, so we're
surroundings.
just getting this cutscene.
As everyone is aware, this is the
Um,
primary Xenon entry point into the region, and it's our duty to handle this situation. Our mission is to initiate a precision strike in order to divert their attention from our movements in Getsufune. Stay sharp.
so this is the Terrans, and I'm actually most familiar with the Terrans. And here we are. We're going through Jupiter. I have the Phoenix here,
Entering Saturn.
exploring the Oort Cloud. I figured this would be a good place for us to mine, potentially. I just know from my previous experience in the in this place, in the Terran playthrough, the
Last order could not be completed.
it was useful to be able to mine in Terran sectors, because then they let you sell directly to the stations, and a lot of times, as we were finding out, you can't actually mine and sell directly to the stations in some of the other places. So we actually have our miner headed here. We're gonna have them put down a resource probe and do some mining just kind of in this local area. I think yeah, they're buying ore and silicon by the buckets, so we could actually just get a few mines here and just start kind of making money, which I think is the overall goal. And we are already have good relations with Pio, so we don't have to actually become like good friends with the Terrans, as long as the pioneers are willing to take our stuff. All right, so I think what we'll do from here
Scan request accepted.
is
Naturally, I am a righteous, law-abiding citizen.
where is he going? What is he doing? Oh, he's getting scanned. All right, so our mission is to acquire some lodestone. So pretty sure lodestone is something that we get like from mining in mining areas. Apparently we just drop ice like it's going out of style. So, but you'll have to hang out in an actual active mining area for it to drop. So be able to pick up the drop. So we're gonna hang out near some miners and see if we can't find lodestone. Should probably drop some advanced satellites. We have one advanced satellite.
Orders?
Put that satellite there, I guess. Try and capture a lot of these. So hopefully the satellite will allow us to see when some of this stuff drops. So we have a lot of other missions we could be working on. And this one is just kind of annoying in that you have to be in this particular... Oh, there's lodestone right there. All right, collect drop. In the area to be able to you know, collect the things. So, but that didn't take long. So we got a lodestone. We might want to, I think this is a group of at least, yeah, 3. How many? We don't have any, I guess, at the moment, because we're going to need lodestone for making EMP bombs, and we need EMP bombs to be able to steal blueprints, like production modules. We'll give Bozo enough to going to give them $1.5 million so they can work on teleportation. And we have the production modules hack already, so we can go around stealing people's production modules, which is really the most important one, but we'll eventually want to do all of them. Get all of the production modules that we can steal. Especially, you know, big expensive ones. One other thing I have learned kind of while I was away from the game for a little bit, just kind of watching other people's things, especially I think it was Francis John. I was watching some of his stuff, and one of the global orders I wanted to set was to do a closed loop build method. So we're only focused on building whole parts, and we don't have to collect a bunch of different goods to be able to build stuff. And we'll stick with argon stuff for this, I guess, mostly. So, but that's one of the appeals of like the Terran economy is that it only has a few goods that it actually leverages, but the closed loop economy is kind of like the you know, kind of like that, in that it actually allows you just to build a few specific items, and you can build most things out of those items, provided you stick with I guess mostly argon technology and stuff. So which is fine. They have good stuff. So we're going to focus on doing closed loop technologies. Let's see if anybody else has dropped. Lodestone. I'm not sure why everybody drops a bunch of ice. Like you go around and collect all this ice and start a water facility, right? Like, so everybody kind of needs water. It's just kind of interesting. I guess Terrans don't necessarily need water, right? Maybe they don't. I don't know. So I guess we got our lodestone. I don't know how much longer I want to hang out here. Just hoping for another lodestone to drop. Let me go get it off of this guy.
Can I help?
Hand me your inventory.
We're almost ready to meet the scale plate, Lieutenant.
Experimental shuttle.
Alright, so we got the lodestone. Now we'll
Autopilot.
go talk to Dal. While we're doing that, maybe we buy a few miners and have them just start making cash for us down here in the Orc Cloud. Where is our miner? He's still in the void. Alright, it's going to take him a bit to get down there. Do we have access?
Entering Saturn 1.
Any of the Pioneer facilities doesn't look like it. So let's buy a couple of miners. Medium, drill miners.
Entering
Have already
Jupiter.
one for basic miner. Yeah. Don't actually need a docking computer on this sucker, do we? Oop. No docking computers. Alright, save ourselves a little bit of cash there. No turrets. Mark II turret for no shield. Let's go with a shield. And you know, basic stuff. So
Entering asteroid belt.
let's buy, what do we want? 2 or 3 of those? I'm gonna go with 3. They're gonna need a bunch of hull parts.
Entering system Getsufune.
That's all right. So we'll get one kind of immediately, and eventually they'll be able to sell us the other ones, and then we'll set those to local auto mine down here in the Orc Cloud, and then we'll go from there. And that should create just a little steady stream of income that we don't really have to worry about. And we'll eventually just build up our reputation with the Pioneers. Alright, so we're going to go talk to Dal. Do we actually build? We did build solid storage, so we can actually have our miners do work for us up in our own thing. So let's see. They can create some refined metal. So we'll send one of these miners up to work for us. So this one is idle. Why don't you mine for the commander? Group Alpha. So Group Alpha will mine for the commander and will create refined metals.
Second contact.
So
Requesting immediate backup.
and Dal is apparently back in Heretic's End on our Smaja Dust factory. Alright, we got stuff docked. Hopefully they're maybe buying stuff for us. They might be selling us ore.
Haktivah's choice.
Which isn't great. I don't want to be paying for someone else's ore. Phoenix. We should probably bring the Phoenix back home. Or have it do some additional exploring for us, I suppose. We don't need it as a military
Entering system Morningstar.
presence at the moment. Let's bring it over here to Brennan's Triumph. I think there's we'll have it do a little bit of exploring in Brennan's Triumph and find some of the stuff that's here. I think it's this will take forever, but we're not on a fast timeline.
Entering system.
And actually, one of the things I wanted to pick up from the Quetanauts at some point was the dart. I didn't actually buy the dart the last time I was up there. I'd like to get the dart. So I think I have to go physically buy the dart. But I've it seems like a perfect explorer. It's a fast ship. I've had it get in and out of trouble and pretty effectively, so it might be useful to have that. Alright, the Adachi looks like it's just kind of sitting there. Go collect drops. There you go.
Autopilot disengaged.
Where is it going to collect drops? Oh, Getsufune. Alright, who do we have collecting drops? There we go. Alright, we have our Theseus collecting drops there. Trinity has drops on her. I should meet up with Trinity at some point and collect those drops. Look at the commander. A lot of drops. Yeah, we should definitely meet up with Trinity at some point. Collect a lot of that stuff. Alright, sounds like we're done flying. Alright, let's talk to Dal. And land.
Successfully docked.
And get up.
Welcome.
Experimental shuttle.
Talk to you. Eh. Talk to you. Eh.
Hello.
Oh, 2-star pilot, but I can't hire him.
Hello, what do you want?
You are gonna come work for me. Why don't you be a Marine on Trinity?
I will do my utmost to help you maximize your profits.
Thank you.
What do you want?
Yeah, you can go be a Marine on Trinity too. We're recruiting Marines.
I hope that my
It actually raises. I think Trinity ends up being pretty effective pirate ship. Like, you can load a bunch of Marines on here, more than you need for most ships to take over most ships, like 40, 50, 60 Marines, and then still have a number of crewmen that are handy and able-bodied and all that kind of fun stuff. So,
what do you want?
you can go be a
It'll be a
Marine.
pleasure working with you.
You made it.
All right.
Good work. I thought my intuition was on the money. We're almost ready to meet the scale plate lieutenant.
Captain.
This is him.
All right. Here comes the lieutenant.
Well now, Argon. It is a good thing you have turned up. I am glad you haven't wasted my time. Hello. I'm Dal Busta. I'm very grateful that you agreed to meet with us. I am well aware of who you are and who you represent. Come, we shall speak alone. Very well then. Sorry, looks like it's a private party.
Not even taking my lodestone? That's probably
Dear
okay.
visitors, we are experiencing.
Captain Buster expected this to happen. He instructed that you should head back to Haktivah and await communications. We'll be fine.
Okay. Back to Haktivah. Go talk to Reen. First we're going to go craft some EMP bombs in case we see some modules we want to hack and steal. Trader's Corner. And there's a little crafting bench over here. Oh, I don't have some of the other stuff. I guess I sold a lot of it. So a lot of that stuff is probably like we'll be able to get from the drops from the folks that are doing drops. I wonder if we can go where a Trinity is.
Experimental shuttle.
So can we have the experimental shuttle go dock and wait on Trinity? And because I bet Trinity has like some of the components. I think that's one of them. I don't know. There are some of these components you can use to actually make the EMP bombs. And all we're really going to need is enough components to start making. We got hull parts already, and we're going to want the Claytronics. We're going to need the Claytronics blueprint, and I think that's it, right? Like, basically, then everything becomes energy cells, hull parts, and Claytronics, and then
This is Reen.
you can make
I'll
basically
send you
anything.
data on where we need a hand.
Okay, where?
We need backup now.
Let's go where she needs a hand, I guess.
Autopilot engaged.
Oh, looks like we're gonna probably get engaged in some fighting.
Mercury Sentinel.
160. All right. A couple 100 kilometers out, so we'll get engaged and do this fighting. Wonder if we would have anybody come be our backup. I think the Phoenix would be a little overkill. They wouldn't get here on time. But all right, we'll have to do this on our own.
Autopilot disengaged. Falcon Sentinel.
All right. I think what we'll try to do today is close out this mission chain, and then we will try to go and capture ships and build up our fleet a little bit with free ships, so that we have backups to when we go and do stuff like this. We're not always flying solo. It tends to be useful to have other people to shoot at.
Sentinel.
Or for your opponents.
Sentinel. Buzzard. Sentinel.
Those guys seem to be doing okay on their own, but we'll help out. That guy just bail out of his ship? Hey. Free ship. Free little nothing ship, but free ship. We'll get up.
So,
Experimental
Get
shuttle.
in the spacesuit.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Switch to the repair laser. Repair that little thing there. And actually just repair the hull for this thing. It didn't actually occur to me that you can actually just repair the hull of the ships with your repair laser. I don't know why that didn't occur to me, but it didn't. So you can actually just sit here and repair this ship until and save yourself some money for going to a wharf or something and repairing it. And, for I think small and medium ships, you don't repair the individual components. I think on larger ships you have to repair the individual components, like the turrets and the shield generators and all that kind of fun stuff. That becomes a lot more tedious, but this is just a little bit of a time investment, and holding down a button. So it's not that big of a deal. So we're gonna repair this Buzzard up and then we'll fast forward for a sec.
My ship is being scanned. Awaiting orders.
Alright, just like that, we have a shiny new 100% hull ship. The Adachi was just... Uh-oh. We have a spacesuit. Oh, that's me. The Adachi was just scanned, and I had it run away. I don't know if it has some stuff. So we'll have the Adachi go deposit its stuff, get out of the... go deposit your inventory. Hopefully it hasn't turned hostile or anything. Seems okay. Nobody seems to be after the Adachi. So, alright, so we have a brand new, shiny new Buzzard Sentinel. That has an advanced satellite in it. That's cool. Just a single weapon. We should drop this resource probe. Do we have a resource probe dropped here in Heretics? Yeah, we do. Okay. Alright, so we're going to send our minerals. That reminds me that we have our ships that have been built now. This guy is just about to drop his resource probe. So good timing. So we're going to set all these folks to do some local auto mining. All right, so now that you're there, local auto mine, silicon, and the Orc Cloud for me. It's already set for that. All right, so you can also do some local auto mining of silicon in the Orc Cloud. And you can also do some local auto mining of silicon in the Orc Cloud. Alright, so those folks should do some auto mining for us. Let's assign a captain to our brand new Buzzard. Captain, you work somewhere else for me. Go be captain of the Buzzard. Alright, so don't go anywhere. Looks like it's taken off.
Experimental shuttle.
Alright, before it takes off with me. And now we can have it maybe do some exploration for us. Little scout ship, useful for exploring stuff. Can it have more than one crew? It can. So why don't we have a Marine or two sit up on from Trinity, really. Guess we're gonna have to come from somewhere. So, all right. So, work somewhere else for me. Work on the Buzzard as a Marine. Go there. You work somewhere else for me on the Buzzard as a Marine. Go there, and then we're gonna have the Marine, this guy, go around and capture ships that we know are just abandoned and just waiting for us to pick them up. So, starting with, I think there was one in CEO. Alright, so pick the Buzzard. CEO's doubt. It was up here somewhere. So just go around here. And it'll probably let us know if it finds it. Actually, I think there's a global order where we can tell it. When you find a abandoned ship, just claim it. Global order. Found abandoned ship. Claim if possible. And then, yeah. Global response to attack. Escape. Global response, no, just escape and use. No. Yeah, just do the found contraband. All right. And then the other thing I found really useful, and just doing some research, actually the handbook. There's like an X4 handbook that says blacklists. We should probably create a blacklist. So sector travel, restrict sectors owned by the Xenon for sure. So don't go into sectors that are owned by the Xenon, please. And that's basically everybody. We don't want anybody going in sectors owned by enemies. And then there was some specific sectors it said y'all should like actually never go into. I think Napoleus's memorial was one, because there's like a whole fleet of folks just kind of sitting there, even though it's not owned by anybody. It's got a bunch of Xenon sitting there, so don't go in there. All right. I was having trouble in another playthrough where ships were trying to traverse the bit of space that's between two gates owned by the Xenon, and just kept losing ships. Also, they kept trying to trade with the SCA folks that were in Napoleus's memorial. Also kept losing ships. So, let's do that for now. All right. So there's a couple of global commands and global orders that are useful. All right, continuing the mission. We've been distracted for a bit now. This is this game. I have ADD, and this game is not great for someone who has ADD. So give everybody commands. They're all doing stuff. The Adachi is going to go and deposit all their cool stuff. Cool. At some point we need to go find Trinity, but we're gonna go continue the mission.
Autopilot engaged.
So we're gonna fly, talk to Reen, and then keep going. I think there's a few more things you have to do as part of this mission.
SE.
That was a
Entering system.
xenon mining
Fast
ship.
Choice. Argon trading station. Autopilot disengaged.
All right, so let's head into the trading station here. Talk to Reen.
Docking granted.
Creep our way around the corner here. Get close, and it just.
Successfully docked.
All right, get up.
Experimental shuttle.
We're gonna go talk to Reen. How are you?
Hello.
You are a solid Marine. You can go work on Trinity for me.
I hope I live up to your expectations.
Ah, Captain, I have Dal on the... Could you repeat that, Dal?
All right, you're gonna cutscene here.
A number of demands in return for them stopping harassing Haktivah assets. I'll be sending you the details, as well as some additional suggestions.
Aren't these demands a bit much? We're supposed to be breaking ties with them, not working closer.
It's either this, or rely on Argon government to bail you out on this mess.
Fine, I'll make the arrangements.
Good. Follow the instructions and everything should work out fine. For now, I have other business to take care of.
Take care, Dal. It looks like I've got some favors to call in. As you've helped us out so much, I'll wire you some additional credits.
I like a
It
credits.
seems we're finally getting to the end of this mess. There are still some loose ends to tie up.
It looks like
Acting on the information you
we
gathered
found a
with
ship
Saul,
in CEO's
he sent out
down.
a number of automated drones to attack caches of scale plate supplies. In hindsight, maybe not the best idea. They're not responding to the deactivation signal.
That's
We need
problematic.
pilots to go out and destroy them before they scupper any chance of a deal.
I know just the pilot. All right, go destroy some rogue drones. All right, let's see. We got 400k. That's cool. And the Buzzard Sentinel is aha. And that ship has basically no hull. You need to get your you need to get to a equipment dock. We're gonna go ahead and pay for the 32 grand for the repairs there. Oh, you're gonna pass an equipment dock up there. Let's delete that. Upgrade repair. Was it just me or is that much cheaper at the Talati equipment dock? Huh. Alright, so what is the ship we just got? It's Elite Sport. It can only carry one crew. Has some really basic stuff. Alright, and after it repairs, why don't we have it? I mean, it can actually just sit there at their equipment dock. That's the Talati equipment dock. Be a decent little teleport scout thing. Let's see if... Hey, can you come down here? So there is another... another ship down here. Hopefully it doesn't die. Who am I telling this to? Okay. This Buzzard. And maybe go back over here. Just go back to safe space after you do kind of a quick pass. I don't want you to get in too much trouble there. All right, let's go shoot some drones.
Experimental shuttle.
Dock. Up we go. Autosave is a useful thing. Off we go.
Autopilot engaged.
We're just going to use the autopilot to get us to our location here. Looks like we're hitting the highway. In the meantime, our trader can't find any trades. And he has silicon but can't sell it? Can't you just sell it there? Sell silicon. How hard is this? Trade partners blacklisted.
Disengaged.
What did I do? I don't have a trade rule for... Why are you blacklisted? This is where this game gets a little annoying to me, because I don't understand how its rules are implemented sometimes. So just dock, execute the trade, off you go. How hard is this? Are these other folks doing it? Okay. Alright, defense drones. Not exactly the most accurate. Well, I just gained rank with the pioneers there.
Defense drone.
Okay, that one's dead. There we go. One more. These things are fast.
Good job dealing with those drones. As part of the settlement with Scaleplate, we're constructing a new production complex.
Okay.
This is a huge project, and we need to ensure it's safe until we hand it over. Dal suggested that we should deploy some static defenses around it.
Okay.
I'll send you the station's location.
Laser towers. Okay, do we have laser towers on the experimental shuttle? We have 3 laser towers. That's not enough. So we need to go get some laser towers. Let's go over here to the wharf.
Autopilot engaged.
Alright. I don't know what was blocking that before, but it looks like these folks are good to go now on the
Entering system. Argon Prime.
local auto mine thing.
Awaiting orders.
Or not? Earl Vanguard. You're there.
Autopilot disengaged.
Awaiting orders.
Your orders are to auto mine.
Requesting permission to dock. Docking permission granted.
Okay. Auto mine. There you go. All right. We should be here.
Argon Wharf. Docking granted.
Go get some additional laser towers. I need 5 total. I have 3. We'll just get the extra 2. I don't want to spend a bunch of money on laser towers right now.
Successfully done.
Upgrade. Consumables.
We're pleased to welcome you aboard.
Laser towers. I just want 2 laser towers, please. Confirm order. Undock.
Autopilot engaged.
Alright, and away we go. Grabbing some. Grab the laser towers, go head over to this
Entering system. Haktivah's choice.
station
Space.
300 kilometers away. Drop the laser towers and keep going. And I think we're getting hopefully reasonably close to finishing this this mission chain. Let's keep an eye on our sentinel over here. See if they... This guy's stuck again. Why are you stuck? Trade partner is banned. Is this like a... individual instructions.
Autopilot disengaged.
Alright, trade partner banned. If I delete this blacklist, will it fix it? I don't have any trade rules. Why would this... Okay, it seems good now. Huh. Oh, are these enemies? Yeah, I guess technically Terrans are enemies. They're not like enemies, but they don't like us, right? Like, so so they're minus 15. I wonder if that's what was, because I told it don't go in that kind of space. Huh. That's interesting. All right, so I think this is my hotkey to deploy a tower. All right, there's our 4 towers.
Do you have a...
It had drops. Let's go back and get those drops. Alright, now we need to go talk to Reen.
Autopilot engaged.
Okay. Are you fixed now? Everybody's good? Everybody's gonna do some auto mining for us. Did you find anything interesting? No. Maybe do some... Well, no, not that. Maybe do flying weight, flying weight, flying weight, flying weight. Alright. And we're gonna go talk to Reen.
Disengage.
Thank you.
Docking granted.
And off we go.
Success.
You should find the teleporter now has a much larger range.
Oh, hooray! Teleporting is useful. Alright, you're a crewman. I'm not sure I want to pay what you were going to ask. And go to Reen.
Thanks for coming. We're doing our best with the instructions that
All
Dal
right.
left us, but to be honest, a lot of my staff are not happy.
Okay. Why?
Given the losses we've suffered, many of them would rather go to war than appease Scale Plate.
Seems extreme.
Dal suggested that I go to meet the Scale Plate Lieutenant and hand off the settlement package. That is not going to happen, as I'd likely shove that Teladi down the nearest docking shaft.
I think that would be bad for relations.
I'd greatly appreciate it if you go and hand him this. Just smile, make the exchange, and get out of there.
Sure.
Then we can get on with our lives.
Alright. Whatever you need, Reen. Let's go hand off this package.
Experimental shuttle.
Undock.
Autopilot engaged.
And are we headed back to Heretic's End? I think that's where the guy is hanging out, right?
Entering system. Morning Star.
That's a bunch of drops over there.
Autopilot disengaged.
I wonder if we can go pick those up. Where was that?
Autopilot engaged. Container.
Guidance to those things. Now, I don't know what happened over here, but a lot of drops.
Autopilot.
Yeah, just
disengaged.
go to the thing. Alright, now we're gonna go
Elite Vanguard container.
secure containers. Micro gimbal. Go grab these. Provided they stay there long enough. Oop, it disappeared.
Container.
Okay, got that one. Just call me the loot goblin. And if you're just going to drop it, no one else is going to use it. And it has some value. Might as well, right? Grab you. And grab you. Okay. Let's continue on the mission. Not that. Not that. Set to active.
Autopilot engaged.
We'll go talk to this guy, hand off this package. I think it's close to the end of that one. We should probably tell the Adachi not to keep depositing his inventory all the time. Oh, those folks look like they're in trouble. The Adachi may not want to stick around there for very long. That's an Osaka destroyer. Will they be able to handle that K? They got 2 destroyers there. We'll see. F5. I don't want to lose the Adachi. So just in case they end up getting in too much trouble. Kind of got to keep an eye on all this stuff. It looks like the K is probably going to get taken out by... That's a fair amount of firepower there, but...
Autopilot disengaged.
Alright, we're here. We're going to go talk to this guy. And
Successfully docked.
get up.
Welcome.
Greetings. What do you want?
I want you to be a Marine on Trinity for me. Marine.
You have made a wise decision by employing me.
Appreciate the reassurance. Alright. Morale. Nope.
Waiting orders.
Let's make sure that Buzzard isn't getting itself into trouble. Like that. Go there. No, don't attack. Don't attack. Just go. I don't think you could take on the Queen's Guard there. Alright, go talk to our... I think we might lose that Buzzard.
What have I suppose you are here to give me something?
Yep. There you go.
This was a fun little exercise. I must say, that Buzzard is a rather interesting man. He convinced me to give Haktivah a chance to repay their debts, so that we can all move forward. But there seems to have been a misunderstanding. The largest debt was respect.
Uh-oh.
Yet here you stand. You must be a trusted ally of Haktivah, but hardly the figurehead I expected. If Haktivah will not show me the respect,
So he's not great not thrilled that I'm the one that showed up.
Will you reach Haktivah in time to warn them, or will you be greeted by wreckage?
All right, the Buzzard is under attack. Flee, flee. Get out of there. Go, 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 go. Get out of Dodge, dude. All right. So the guy feels slighted that that I showed up instead of Green on dock. And that's where we're going to end the episode for today. Appreciate everybody watching. Next time we'll finish out this quest line.
Pilot, what is going on? We have scale plate making moves against our assets. We don't have the forces to deal with this, especially in the outer reaches. Even the local law enforcement isn't keeping up. I'm going to contact the Argonne. This has gone far enough. Until they step in, please help anywhere you can. I'll send you data on where we need a hand.
Okay, so we're going to have to go defend some assets, but we're going to call it there for today's episode. Thank you, everybody, for watching. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Take care.